What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're having a fantastic day. In today's video, I'm actually going to be bringing you a Fade guide. A lot of people ask me for it. I've been using him consistently for the past week or so, and he's extremely strong. His kit allows you to have a ton of outplay potential and a bunch of creative things that you can do with it. So we're going to hop into that right now. But before we do that, if you guys are enjoying my guide videos, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, because we have many more of these coming in the near future. Of course, we have top tier gameplays. So anyways, let's hop into the game right now and I'll explain what each one of his abilities do. So we're here in game, and what I want to talk about first obviously is his passive. His passive is extremely strong, especially right now because movement is such a big deal in Apex Legends Mobile. What it is around every 10 seconds this slide boost comes back. As you can see right here, this slide boost is going to give me some speed when I get up from it, and I'll sprint faster for around like 3 seconds or so, and it refreshes every 10 seconds. So this is extremely strong if you pair it with things like bunny hopping or just ledge boosting. His second ability is the flashback. I'm going to use it right now. It takes you about 3 seconds into the past. I need to go more in depth on that. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. We'll talk about it more in the future. His ultimate, he takes out a disc and he can throw it actually really far. But what it does is if you throw it on yourself, after about 3 seconds, it's going to take you into the void. In the void, you're going to stay in for another 3 seconds, and you can't damage enemies, you can't shoot anyone, and they also cannot damage you, and you can still run around at full speed. One thing that I really like about this ability also is if you're in the void and you're waiting here, right before you exit, you can actually pop a battery. So you can get that off a little bit early. So say, for example, you get in the void, you slide down a hill, you're able to get that off early, and you should be able to finish healing by the time you slide down the hill. So that's really nice to know. A lot of people don't know that. And of course, his ultimate has another ability. When you hit enemies with it, it's going to do 10 damage to them. It's also going to suck them into the void for 3 seconds. It's going to slow them down a lot, and it's going to scan their body. So this is helpful when they're in a building or something. You can throw and see how many there are and actually where they are specifically. So of course, like I said earlier, these abilities, as you can probably tell just by learning about them, you can do so much creative things with them. And the first thing I want to talk about, of course, is the flashback. So what I like to do with this is I like to start somewhere high up in the air. Like say, for example, this is a building right here. I'm just going to go up. So you go to the top of the building like this. So I see an enemy down there. I start shooting at him. I get him low. I want to jump off. I'm going to land on him. His teammates are here. I'm going to flash back. This is going to take me all the way back up. And that's just amazing, especially when you're playing against people on buildings. You can be aggressive with Fade. Of course, they're not going to be able to climb all the way up the side of a building, so that's one of the best times to use his flashback. Another time that you want to use his flashback is after you get his slide boost. So I'm going to do it right now, and this is also what I like to do for slide boost. What I like to do is I like to start B hopping. As you can see, we got a ton of speed right here because of that slide boost. And if you don't know how to infinite B hop, again, check out one of my most recent movement videos. And then once I get a good distance, I'm just going to flash back. So also do this when you're rotating. Say, for example, you hit a balloon, you fly all the way down in one direction, you land there, there's no enemies there, and you want to go all the way back to the balloon. Just hit it. By the time you get to that balloon to the other side of the map, it's going to be like 3 seconds because you travel so fast on balloons. So then you'll just teleport all the way back up top of that balloon, and you can just do it again, and you can check where people are around the whole map. It's actually nuts. So the best way to use a flashback is when you either drop down from somewhere, go up somewhere, or travel a long distance. Another way to use the flashback is, say, for example, an enemy's crate is down right here in front of us, or a teammate's, I should say. And then you know it's there, so what you're going to want to do is slide in, grab it, and then flashback. And he's amazing for getting back teammates or getting back banners. You can also combine his flashback into his ult. So what I like to do with the ult is, say, for example, there's a banner right here. I'm going to chuck it at the side of the building the banner's in, and then I'm going to run in just in time because it takes 3 seconds to pop. Grab it real quick, then it's going to pop, and we're going to run away in the void. Or honestly, you could just do it on yourself early before you even get to that building. As you can see in my last Fade gameplay, run, grab his banner, and then instantly come back, and you'll be safe. So he's really good for helping out teammates, and his ult actually works on teammates. So say your teammates are over across the map, for some reason they're not playing with you, they're dying and they need to escape. What you can do is you chuck your ult all the way over on top of their house, hit them, it's going to void them, then they're going to be able to full sprint off, and it might even hit enemies if there's enemies on top of them. So Fade actually has like really good team play. A lot of people are saying he's not going to be that good because he doesn't have very good support, but his ult just completely ruins that whole thought because he's really good for helping you or your team escape out of danger. I do a lot of this actually in my last Fade gameplay video, so if you want to see it live, make sure you go check that out. All right, so that's it for this basic fade guide. I might make a more advanced one with a bunch of more examples in the future, but for right now, this is what we got. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you later.